Alan Ing's Thunderbolts Backlash. There is a review at filmthreat.com. Maybe you can repost it on the front page. It's fine, Alan. We have too many ads on our own website.
You think?
I need an ad blocker to look at my own website. But Alan Ing's review for Thunderbolts went up yesterday. I'm gonna
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes, which was yesterday.
Yes, I have no idea of time anymore.
It's okay. I
woke up thinking it was Friday. By the way,
all good, man. I feel you. It gave it a 3 out of 10 overall, matching what you said here on the channel. But you are getting backlash on social media. You're getting backlash in the comments. I want to read through some of these comments, Alan. Maybe you can share them if you'd like me to share them.
Well, I mean, I'd have to research the Twitter ones, but I have the ones from the website, obviously, because you're on the page right now.
I scroll down. Here's the comment.
They're pretty much these two pretty much sum up what I've been getting. But from Ronald here, interesting take, equating emotional complexity with weakness. Wanting every hero story to be a brawl with capes feels like a bit 15 years out of date. If characters confronting loneliness or depression makes you uncomfortable, maybe it's not the film. That's unserious. Also, calling it a sitcom because the characters don't mope 24/7. Come on. Banter isn't new. It's just a little sharper now. And if empathy being effective in the final act bothers you, maybe revisit why any of these characters started fighting in the first place. This isn't therapy disguised as a movie. It's a film that assumes the audience can handle more than just explosions. I guess you couldn't.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
And by the way, this is another comment from Chris. That's not me.
I think it is from you, actually.
No, it's not.
Sounds like you. This is a horribly written review. Sounds like the last meeting we had. It feels like you used ChatGPT to write it. Also, you can perpetuate your bias toward anything connected with Disney. This type of agenda-pushing bias has no place when it comes to critic publications. Weak.
Well, and also you were getting harassed. Am I right? You were getting harassed on X? And I'm going to go to the Rotten Tomatoes score as well, because you are in the minority of people. But if you could bring up some of those X comments, I'm going to bring up Rotten Tomatoes. The movie stands at, it's actually decent reviews. It currently stands at 88% with 100 reviews. There's not enough to do top critics yet. And the popcorn meter of audience score, I think the audience score will be similar in the 80s. I do believe it will. The majority audience that will go see the movie. But I'll tell you this, there's a lot of people that won't be going to see this movie. So there you are. I'm going to go to these reviews and find out what they abstract. I'm going to read some of these, Alan, but you are getting harassed. We'll go to X in a second.
Yeah. I mean, you might be overstating that a bit, but
well, it's not the first time. Nick Johnson from Vanyaland says it's just abbreviated group therapy.
Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to get that back up. Okay, go ahead.
You want to speak aloud your inner monologue, or what's going on?
No, I'm trying.
Okay, Nick Johnston from Vanyaland says it's just abbreviated group therapy clad in faux Kevlar spandex, a recitation of traumas without the added benefit of free coffee and powdered donuts. Oh, that was kind of interesting. There you go. From Richard Lawson, a top critic, Alan. You're
69.
He says, alas, downbeat little side adventures are not going to get the Marvel engine back up to full speed. Bingo. And so Thunderbolts must inevitably draw the rest of the universe toward it, which makes all of its discrete action seem thin and insufficient. I think that these more negative, more critical reviews are more on the nose with how I saw it. Steven Silber says an underwhelming effort with a structure that feels a lot like a dumping ground for secondary characters that the MCU doesn't know what to do with. Don Shanahan, film obsessive, by embracing the joke of being jokes themselves, it all too often still becomes or stays a joke. Thunderbolts goes to show that when you make something about cheap heroes, you get cheap return. Yeah, I'm only going to the negative ones. From Alan Ing, Thunderbolts tries to turn superheroes into therapists, but all it really does is leave fans desperate for a proper brawl. And Robbie Collin from the Daily Telegraph UK, despite its notionally spiky tone, moroseness is the film's root chord. Yeah, it's very morose. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to say dark. Dark is overdone. Siddhant Adlaka from joysauce.com. Until its climactic collapse, Thunderbolts is good enough. It's visually coherent, and it doesn't depend too heavily on having a working knowledge of the Marvel Universe. Then again, is clearing an ever-lowering bar really something to celebrate? They acknowledge the expectations are low. So, from EJ Moreno, Flickering Myth, this one feels like a streaming movie that escaped Disney Plus and somehow stumbled into cinema. Marvel's Discount Suicide Squad. Ooh.
Yeah.
Discount Suicide Squad.
You know, I mean, as problematic as Suicide Squad was, it's still a better movie than this one.
Matt Oakes, these movies aren't just bad in the traditional sense anymore. They're the hollowed out detritus of a crumbling empire, entertainment as empty commerce, and weaponized anticipation. And that's it for the, I would say, honest reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Now at a score of 88, I expect it to drop a little, but not by much. Yeah. It'll linger in the 80s, maybe high 70s. We'll see. And the popcorn meter will be kind of match that.
Yeah, I mean, I just get a sense that people are going to this review here, looking at the people who didn't like it, and then going out and trolling them. That certainly happened with the Marvels, and the way that Rotten Tomatoes screwed me over on that one.
Now, what is going on X?
Well, I'm just going to show you one because there's a lot of research I have to do that I wasn't able to do. But from Owen W here, he was kind enough to at least reply to me and not screenshot my tweet. So you want empty action scenes over well-written emotional moments in action, the first of which you can find in any Rock or Statham movie. You know, if you wanted to see that, you went to the wrong movie. The trailers never promised Winter Soldier or The Raid.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Alan.
Well, I mean, it's like if you wanted an action movie, you should have seen an action movie. You shouldn't have seen a superhero movie. Here we go. Here's Bob Chipman's. Tell me what you think of this. A Marvel ripoff, a Marvel riff on The Boys. If it were written for adults instead of edgelord teenagers with oppositional defiant disorder.
Yeah, I don't know where.
What does that mean?
I don't know where he got that.
What is he saying?
I don't know where. You just want to fight with Movie Bob.
I know. Well, he trolls me a lot, but he's no longer on X.